So Crystal Palace had a bad result against Burnley. 5 minutes of madness pretty much cost you the game. Got a break this week because Macclesfield knocked you out of the FA Cup, and then you got a Bosnian team in the Europa Conference that I'm not even going to try and pronounce. And I mean, let's start with the Burnley game. What happened?
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's
It
start with
was
the good points.
basi-
Let's start with the good points.
Let's
'cause-
start with the good points because it goes downhill from them, to be honest. Like,
yeah,
but yeah, a brilliant 40 minutes in the first half, and it was all over them. It was quick passing, one touch pass in between the lines, like balls over the top to Strand Larsen or to Gusund and Sarr, and it was working. It was doing so well, and then finally got a break. We were deadlock with Strand Larsen, get a ball over the top from Wharton, and basically just did what a good striker needs to do, and just put it back in net, but put it on target. And as hard as you can, just to get on target so the keeper doesn't have time to react. And that's exactly what happened. What we've been missing with Mateta missing one-on-ones all season long. And then I think it was about 10, 15 minutes later, we went 2-0 up. And there was, again, Strand Larsen crossing from Lerma and diving header low down to make it 2-0. And I was saying to my friend I went to the game with, I said to him, like, Mateta wouldn't do that. He would try and maybe hold up the ball, turn, swivel on it and shoot. And Strand Larsen did exactly what needs to do. Get your head on it. You're strong, you're a big man. And his better option to go for them would have been to hold the ball up and turn and shoot because, exactly what he needs to do, and he did it.
yeah.
And then, it was plain sailing at that point. It was just all over him the whole time. He should have maybe scored another, had a chance to score another. And I was thinking, this could be a huge scoreline at that point. I think every Palace fan would thinking it would be a huge scoreline, to be honest.
So that was the good points. Strand Larsen played well. But I mean, what happened at 40 minutes? You just capitulated.
Yeah, absolute horror show. Burnley decided to come out and play a little bit and went down the right hand side and crossed it into Hannibal and put it past Henderson. It was a good goal, but a goal that we should have prevented and got that ball back quick enough because, again, we was all over him. You think, okay, whatever, go. That is what it is. Like, they've scored. We're still 2-1 up. We've been dominating the game up until then. It can't get much worse, surely. And within 2 minutes, they've gone up the other end of the pitch. Long ball out from Henderson, which I thought was a strange one anyway, just to hoof it out, because like the whole rest of the game, including the second half included, was just, let's just pass it around the back for the whole rest of the game. That was the most frustrating thing as a fan watching. You're 3-2 down, and all you want to do is keep passing out the back. It's just ridiculous. And anyway, the long ball comes over, so we get a head on it, and it goes up in the air. Goes up, like I think the second time, Glasner tried to turn the ball, and it was a clear handball from the Burnley player. It went up from his wrist all the way to his elbow, the ball.
Yeah.
And then the referee's saying playing on. So, I don't know what the referee's even doing there, playing on. They put it forward, Anthony's on the left-hand side for him, and slots into the left-hand side of the corner, which normally you go far side of goal, but just absolutely ridiculous, like how the referee's not giving that. And then cross into the box from them, and massive mistake from Henderson and Lerma, who just hit him, which look at the replays of it. I was at the game in Homestead, I couldn't really see what actually happened, just know it was a goal because it was in the back of the net. Yeah, I see that it's come up as a Lerma own goal, and then you look at it back again and you think, what is Lerma even doing? Why is he even tackling his keeper? There was no Burnley players anywhere near him, really. He was in the 6-yard box. Keeper, he missed it, yeah. I'm guessing the only thing Lerma's thinking, keeper's missed it, I'm going to try and kick out. But then he falls on his arse. It's me to the back of net. So it was so frustrating. Like, you've gone 2-0 up and pure dominance. You think, finally, we brought the new signings in. Spent some big money in new signings coming in. Strand Larsen's hit the ground running at home and absolutely brilliant. Like, the guy was brilliant against Brighton, brilliant against Burnley for the 40 minutes. So you think, what just happened? A team that's barely scored all season in Burnley, they've gone 2-0 down, and somehow they're the ones with the bit of a kick up the arse and decided, let's play football now. It's something we just shut down. It was then 5-6 minutes was what was like watching a Sunday League team trying to defend the goal. It was absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. You think it's come out in the second half, and you think, okay, this is time to go what we did whatever we somehow changed to make them go 3-2 up, come out like we did in the first 40 minutes, and we didn't. It was shocking second half.
Do you think it was just a collective poor performance from everybody in the team for that period of time, or like could Dean Henderson have done better with some of the goals, or did defence just capitulated?
I think the defence shut down itself, really. I think that with their first goal, Burnley, Dean Henderson could do nothing about. Like, it was a brilliant shot into the back of the net. Second ones, I think, as I was saying, I think with them, you normally go far side of the goal from the left-hand side to top corner or bottom corner, but he went to the near side. And I think you can see Henderson was stuck route to the spot because I think he was expecting it to go to that way anyway, but like to the opposite side. Yeah, the third goal was a mix-up between Henderson and Lerma. The weird thing is, though, when we got into half-time, obviously you go into half-time, after about maybe 6-7 minutes, Henderson came out. Henderson came out onto the pitch with, I think he was our goalkeeping coach, and they was chatting in front of the goal. Just thinking to yourself, like, you're the captain, dude. Like, why are you not in with the rest of the team? Why are you not trying to provide a spark or, like something to the team? And the only reason I can think of that, him and Glasner have had some words. And Dean has decided to walk out, or Glasner said, get out or something. Because it's a strange one. Why would you come out? You think maybe he's just going out, just keep himself warm because he's just letting 3 goals and maybe I'll train with the goal coach. There was no warm-ups happening. He was just literally there chatting, and then next thing you know, the guy's disappeared, the goalkeeping coach, and he's just there on the pitch until the players come out.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know what happened in that dressing room.
Maybe he went in there and just unleashed his thoughts as a captain, and then was like, I'm going back out on that pitch. You guys better be
ready or something.
Better be ready when you're out there, because I'm ready, or I don't know, maybe something like that. And he just walked back out and was like, didn't want to stay in the dressing room with them because he was annoyed at what he was seeing in front of him. Maybe.
The only thing I could think of is that, or this, like him and Glasner's had a bit of words or something, but it was a bit strange. I've never really seen that. I've never seen that before. A player has come back onto the field and just half time's happening. He's come out earlier than everyone else. It's just frustrating. Like I said, you'd think come out the second half and do something, but yet again, Palace against teams that are trying to low block cannot pick a way through them, and it's just ridiculous. Like we just somehow don't know how to pick away at a low block. Like after we went 2-0 up, why didn't we go to the low block? We're 2-0 up. But I think because we was on a higher score and 2 goals, we thought, we'll carry on how we're doing it, or maybe.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's happened, isn't it now? I mean, yeah, you just got to hope you can win the next game, which should be in the FA Cup this weekend, isn't it? Oh, no, sorry. You got knocked out by Macclesfield.
Wow. just to throw the knife in even more for what's happened in the last, couple of days. Jesus.
Sorry, I wasn't letting that go.
I mean, it's like it's
one of the biggest cup upsets in the world,
to be honest.
Yeah,
it probably if not the biggest cup upset, being the champions.
But yeah, let's talk about. So yeah, you got the conference coming up. I mean, I think you're probably 6-7 points away from safety. I think you can get 2 more wins in the Premier League. So really and truly, I think your focus now needs to be the Conference League and just progressing in that, really. So you've got this Bosnian team next Thursday at Bosnia first, aren't you? You're away first, then you're at home. Hopefully, it's a very simple win for you.
Yeah, you'd think that. Yeah, you'd think that. The question is now, because we're going to have to put all our resources to going to win this cup. If we want Europe again, we need to put all our resources to win this cup. At the same time, we don't want to be lapsed in the Premier League and go down and be playing in the Europa League in the Championship. With the amount of games that are in Championship already, like then you got that on top of it, and that would be a terrible idea. But I think we need to make sure we go to them, play really well. I don't think we can go in with we've got a week off basically this week now. We played on Wednesday. Basically got 8 days off. Finally get back in that training ground, get your arse in gear, like figure out the problems of the defence, of how bad the defence was. we can rest some players for a couple of days, but you need to get back on the training field and figure out what the hell's going on, because it's been terrible. We've won one game in 14, I think it is. And now we're going back to the Conference League, and we need to win that game. And then we got Wolves, another team we need to beat, like we should have beat Burnley. We go to Wolves, and we have a terrible run after Europe and not been able to do much next game. We need to beat Wolves to get the 3 points, because the rest of our season, the games to come, it's going to be hard to get, like you say, 6 points. And then after Wolves, we're back in Europe again. That means then we've got another team after Europe to play in the Premier League. It's, and I can't wait for that second leg. Yeah, it's relentless. I can't wait for that second leg, because I'm going to that game. Hopefully by that point, the game is done and dusted. If it's not, Selhurst that evening is going to be toxic. The atmosphere, it's going to be nervous. It's going to be toxic. The atmosphere wasn't the best at like second half against Burnley anyway. It's just, got to hope we'd put that tie to bed already. And if say by some miracle we score 6 in the first leg, maybe we can rest some players for the home game. But don't go say 1-0 and then rest everyone for the second leg. We'll see what happens. It's just that game, just watching that game, how we just completely exploded.
Mm-hmm.
Frustrating.
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous.